Hey guys, it's Frosty8415. Thought I'd do a video on I'm using this new gimbal. Put that on my bike yesterday, fuel door cover. That's the theme that I'm using. This I put on, which is a push button open. Now, right here, you will see 2 bolts right there. Let me tell you, those are 2 of the toughest damn things I ever put on a motorcycle. And I put some stuff on there. But those boys were tough. But like I said, that's the theme I'm using. You can see, I'm using this new gimbal. Zooming in and zooming out, and this thing is awesome. It's got different modes. You can spin it around, raise it up, raise it down, a lot of different things it'll do. There's my little bear. He goes everywhere I go. And something I was going to tell everybody, we need to name this little sucker. I can't name him Frosty, that's me. But we need to give him a name. I always had something like that on the back of my bike. Kids like it. I used to do a lot of toys for tots runs. You can see my garage, it's not in the best shape in the world. There's my wife's little toy. She really loves this car. And I do too. It's a nice riding car. It's a little speedster. But it's still a little bit chilly this morning here in Florida. You can tell I'm using this gimbal. But I thought I'd show everybody the sunshine. It is gorgeous this morning. Absolutely gorgeous. This is my subdivision. Pretty good sized place. You can see the down the streets, and I just don't like subdivision living. Never have, never will. It suited our purpose when we came here, but now, nah, it's not for me. Not for me. So that's my video this morning. There's the lights on the rear of my bike. Those are all LEDs. Up top, brake light, and the 2 lights on the saddlebags. So they're bright. And there's a lot of people talk about those. That's a 50 caliber antenna. And it works great for me. Good signal, pickup. Yeah, that's my my wife was like, why do we have our spare refrigerator in the garage? I said, so when anybody shows up, they've got beer. I'm not a big drink fan of beer. I have a beer every now and then. There's nothing wrong with it. But that's why I keep it out in the garage. There's my little workbench. It's all cluttered this morning. I got a bunch of stuff I got going on. And there's my motorcycle. Really like that bike. Coming up on 10,000 mile service, and I don't think I'm gonna let Harley do it. Talked to my buddy this morning, and he had his yesterday, and he actually called me when he got back, and he said he had 1,000 mile service. And The service had 1,000 miles, is oil change. They just changed the fluids. And he said, I think they charged him, I don't know how much, but I know the labor was almost $300 by the time they got done. And he said all they did, which is what they did, is they unscrewed 3 bolts, they drained the fluid out of the engine, transmission, and primary. Now, he just bought that bike, put 1,000 miles on it. And right down in here, I put this on my bike. I like this. I always do an oil check every day. I'll check my oil there. It tells me the temperature, tells me how hot or cold it is, tells me the fluid levels. I like that. But on his, he called me and he said, it's a Road Glide Special. It's like this bike, but it's a Road Glide Special. And this is an Ultra. And he said in 5th gear, he thought he had a gear issue, that it felt like it was slipping out of gear. And I said, well, it's not a gear issue. You may have a little bit of bypass. Harley's been having issues with the Milwaukee 8s with some of the oil. And I don't know if it's from the clutch actuator, which is on this side of the motorcycle, and it goes all the way across over to the primary, but they've been having a little bit of fluid leakage over there. A couple ounces, sometimes more than that. And that causes your clutches to slip because there's too much fluid in your primary. And he said in 5th gear, it felt like it was wanting to slip. He thought it was a gear issue. And I said, no, you need to have them check that. And the dealership here, they just immediately said, nope, we're not going to wait. We're not going to do all the issues that Harley says. We're going to fix it under warranty, and we're going to put a vent. They put a vent in there. And that vent actually takes care of that problem because it gives it, there's no pressure buildup, and it stops it. Harley knows there's an issue of it. They have a fix on it, and they have like several different things. You know, you have to go through 4 or 5 different stages, but some of the dealers are just saying, nope, if you're having an issue now, it's a new bike, we're just going to put a vent on it and be done with it because they know it's a problem. And Harley says, take it and try it 2 or 3 times. That might not be what it is. The reason they say that is they can't seem to duplicate this issue at the factory. Well, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I get out there and I get on it. When I pull out, I hammer it. I hammer it hard. I'll hammer it 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th gear. I'll crank this thing up. I look down, I'm doing 100 and I'm up there. I'm not going to say how fast. I don't know if it'll, cop send me a ticket later, but I get up there. So when you hammer them hard like that, it builds up some pressure. And I'm not sure if Harley's just not hitting them hard enough to build up that pressure, but I'm sure they are. But they know it's an issue. They've got a fix for it. They've already come out with a part to fix it, so they know it's an issue. So I don't see what the problem is with saying, oh, you got to go this, you got to do that, all these steps you go through. And just do what this dealership down here did. He said, I'm having some issues. It's slipping in 5th gear, especially when I'm getting on it. And they said, we're just going to fix it. We're going to go ahead, put the part in, fix it, and be done. That way you don't have to sit back and have somebody upset because their motorcycle's not functioning properly. Because I'll tell you something, I get pissed off when my bike's not running right. And this bike I've got fixed up about where I got it, where I want it. I'm not going to get into this, adding this and that and nut. I don't want to run out here with 150 horsepower or something like that and have the front end up in the air all the time. No. I'm out to cruise. I'm out to have a good time. I'm out to have something reliable, and that's what I want. I like to ride. I like to ride long distance, which I'm going to start doing more this year, because any of you that have followed my channel, you'll know that I've been having an issue with my health. I've got a really bad knee, and it's straightened up enough to where I can walk good now. I've been walking more, getting more exercise so that I can ride my bike. And this is what I live for, guys. I'm retired now because I got a lot going on. I had to retire. And so I want to get to the point where I can get out and ride more, because what else is there in life, man? I mean, I enjoy this. I've done it all my life. 50 plus years I've been riding motorcycles. I started farther than that. I'll be 64, and I went back, Lord, I was 5 or 6 years old when I started riding mini bikes and go-karts. And I've been riding them ever since, and I just love it. I love the friendship that you develop with people. I love the camaraderie. I enjoy riding the riding community. I really enjoy the riding community. There's some wonderful people out there, some great people. So if you're thinking about getting a motorcycle, if you're thinking about getting out there and trying this, hey, go for it. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Most of the